you missed me. Probably frickin' not if you actually know me in real life. I don't even remember when the last time I uploaded was. I think about a week ago. That's not like me. I kinda had to take a social time out, because apparently one of my favorite things that I've been doing for like the past month is just fighting with everybody for no good reason, so I finally had to take a chill pill and just hermit for like a week. Try to get it out of my system. Not even any good reason! Just fighting with everyone for no reason. It's not good. It's not good. See, this is the thing where, unlike most YouTubers who will talk about their mental illnesses and shit, where you'll still generally only see when they're kind of stable, I am an open book and will tell you even when I'm being a train wreck, and I'm kind of in train wreck mode right now. But this ain't about that. This is about the March favorites list. So, yeah, just little heads up on where I've been and why I've not been on here, even though I should have been. Yeah, I figure if I can't even be a human to anyone one-on-one, I probably really shouldn't be recording, because it'll probably sneak through into these as well, so I didn't. Can I say I'm 100% snapped out of it? No, but I mean, it's improving, so I don't want to be gone too long. So anyway, here I am. Anyway, yeah, just kind of babbling now. Oh god, I probably need to be medicated again. Anyway, let me bring up the list of stuff that was favorites for the past month. I have my computer next to me. Okay. I usually do have it next to me off to the side, but it's just out of reach, where I'm like, my little short T-Rex arms. Okay, so there's only a few lip balms that made it onto the favorites list this past month because I barely reviewed shit last month, because train wreck mode. But the ones that did make it on, like 3 made it into the favorites, so unsurprisingly, the Soft Lips Peppermint Stick one did, and it's been seeing very heavy use, and it's come with me, like, everywhere. There's already, like, a visible dent in how far it's down. Loving the crap out of this. Will be sad when it's gone, but at least I can still buy this one if I run out of both, because it came in a 2-pack, so there's that. I like how tingly it is. It is kind of soothing, so I've definitely needed anything that'll bring that about lately, so, this video is so passive-aggressive, oh my god, I am so sorry. I don't know why any of you guys watch me, but you do, so I guess there's that. You could click out. I wouldn't blame you if you click out. We have a lip smacker, we have the Devil's Food Cake one. Appropriate. My horns have been showing, so, you know, I guess everything subconsciously makes sense. And then the Santa Sugar Cookie one. I have no comment, just I've enjoyed it, I've been using it, so there's those 3. Then, what? Actually, most of the things that have been favorites this month, I don't have a physical thing to show for them. I'm just gonna talk about them. I think there's, like, just this, that there's a physical thing for it that is left on this list, and everything else, you're just gonna have to, like, Google it or something. But, the Starbucks Cloud Macchiatos. I know I mentioned them before. I still have yet to actually review one. And I swear, these things are like heroin, because the first one was the best one, and I've been chasing that ever since, and I have not had one that's been quite as good ever since that first one. I'm kind of chasing the dragon with Starbucks. Yeah, I don't know, that first one was so ridiculously sweet, and I loved it for that, and then the ones since then kind of just taste like normal caramel macchiatos, unless I go into the app and request extra pumps of caramel and vanilla. I've definitely been doing that. I think the first one, just by chance, they put too much in, or something, or maybe the other people just don't know how to make them right. I don't know. See, I'm even being argumentative with myself. But, no, for real, the first one was the best one, and it was like magic glitter, poof, everywhere in my mouth, every sip. But the ones since then, unless I have them altered, they have not been as good. But I've still probably bought about 6 of them the past month, so I mean, for how limited my income is, I really shouldn't be buying that many Starbucks, but I've been buying that many Starbucks, so sue me. But anyway, still, excuse me. So that's a thing. This is not a product so much as just I threw it together and it was really good, and I've been making them ever since because it's really good. Kind of like how there was that grilled cheese I told you guys about that I put the basil and herbs in and was really good. I'm still digging those, by the way. Just had one yesterday. But, on the days when it's been nicer out and it's just like, I don't want grilled cheese, it's hot out, and, or just, my stomach's not been that great, I just want something light. Which, yeah, probably a lot of days, my stomach's been like that lately. Cucumber and provolone sandwiches. It sounds so stupid, and my dad looked at me like I was on crack when he saw me making one. He's like, ew, don't you want, like, I don't know, like some turkey or something on there? I'm like, ew, no. No meat, thank you. I'd rather just have it as is. Yeah, that's been a thing that has not been a favorite lately. I've just wanted no part of meat lately. Doesn't mean that I've gone vegetarian, it just means meat has been a huge turnoff. I may go veggie again, for all I know. I go on and off with it. I've done this since I was 14. So, where I go through a streak where I'm veggie for like a year and a half, and then I give it up, and a few years pass, I do it again. Lather, rinse, repeat. I think I'm like on the verge of another one, but for right now, I'm not officially there, but don't be surprised if I get there. But yeah, so it's just regular freaking bread. Use any bread you want. Slap some mayo on there. Slice up some cucumbers. Put a layer of cucumbers on both sides of the bread, right? Then you get the pre-sliced provolone cheese. Here's what I've been doing just because I'm an anal retentive little shit. I've been, like, cutting them in half and then arranging them to where the flat sides are facing the edges, so it's all nice and squared and even instead of there being, like, these cheese deserts at the corners where it doesn't reach. This way, if you layer 2 of them that way and 2 of them this way, you hit all the way across. So you put those in the middle, and then little tiny, very thin layer of mayo across that, just so this part will stick. If you want to skip the extra step, I mean, honestly, I probably should be, but if you could, let me try that again. If you want to do it that way, just put, like, a little sprinkling of Mrs. Dash in the mayo that's on the bread before you put down the cucumbers first. But I haven't been doing it that way. I've been putting it in the middle between the cheese. Although I think I did one where I did it on both, which is probably bad because salt, but... but yeah, and that's it. Just throw it together and eat it. It's really good. I mean, you can try it. Agree with me, don't agree with me, I don't really care, but I have been digging the hell out of those, and I don't really know why. I think somebody was slicing a cucumber for, like, a salad downstairs. My nose is so weirdly sensitive. From across the house, I could smell a cucumber being sliced, and I was like, that smells really freaking good. I want cucumber. I don't know what I want it on. I was, like, brainstorming, what can I put some cucumber on? I don't really want just a plain salad right now. I kind of want it in, like, a sandwich, but what would I put with it? Cheese. I could put cheese with it. I'll put cheese with it. And that was all I put with it, really, other than the mayo and the Mrs. Dash, and it's really good. Highly recommend. You can try it. If you like it, you're welcome. If you don't, sorry as hell about it. I'm sure you could also try it with different cheeses, but that's just the one I've been doing it with, since provolone is my favorite, so I will use it any chance I can to use it in a sandwich. I don't waste it on the grilled cheese sandwiches, just because the flavor seems to get lost in there for some reason when I do that. But any other kind of sandwich that cheese is involved with, I almost always use provolone. And sometimes I just eat the provolone on its own. And my dog will sit at my feet and whine and beg for it, because cheese. It's like her favorite thing. So, she's me as a dog, so I mean, it makes sense. So I just babbled on about cucumber sandwiches for hella long. That was ridiculous. What else? Oh, I forgot about these. I didn't even post the picture of these because my sister took it and she put it on her Instagram. I didn't want to look like a copycat. But I didn't take a picture firsthand since I was holding them. So she took it and she got the credit, and the company actually reposted her picture of it. But we went and got Dole Whip soft serve from this little local dairy that's near here. It's in Pleasanton, I think. Oh, what is it called? I am having a total brain fart trying to remember what the name of the place is. I would have to ask her. But, regardless, it's just like this little local dairy, but They do soft serve so good. They do other obvious dairy products, but everybody goes there for the soft serve. It's basically like a better DQ, but they always have like their basic like chocolate, vanilla, strawberry, and then they do like a bonus flavor that they change every month. And they had been doing birthday cake, but the day I went, they had switched it to Dole Whip. I was like, oh. And this was just like a week ago. But anyway, it was like literally the last day of the month. It barely squeaked onto this list for counting as March, but it counts. So Dole Whip, for those of you who've never had it, started in the Disney parks, I think in Disneyland first, but now Disney World also gets it. Obviously, ours isn't quite identical because it's not actually from the parks, and any imitation at the ones from Disney is always a little different, and usually they're disappointing. But when this place does it, this is probably the closest dupe I've ever found to it. Visually, not so much, but taste-wise, it tastes almost identical. And it's a magical experience. And Dole Whip, again, for those who haven't had it, in addition to just being from the Disney parks, I realized I didn't say what it was, because I'm kind of rambling, because I think I'm manic right now. But anyway, I'm definitely manic right now. It's pineapple soft serve, just in a nutshell, which doesn't sound like anything special, but oh my goodness, if you have it done right, it is like a mouthgasm. It is so good. And this place does like 3 sizes of them. There's like the small, which is like a normal little soft serve cone. Then there's a medium, but then the large ones, like literally this freaking tall, from bottom of the cone to the top of the leaning tower of soft serve. Yeah, you can guess which one of the 3 I had. So did she, and we took a picture of them. I'm like trying to balance them precariously in the car while she drove and took a picture at the same time. And mine's like going, and like we barely had time to take that picture before I had to just like bite the top of it off because it was otherwise gonna fall. Like, they look like unicorn horns the way that they're swirled. It just, I love them. They're so good, and I would be quite happy if this place had them year round, but it's only a specialty flavor. They only have there like a month at a time, or until they run out of the stuff for it and they change it. Which I think is like the main reason why they have that on the birthday cake at the same time right now, because they know one of these is so popular it's gonna sell out before the end of the month, so they have a backup plan, which is probably smart. Anyway, so that has been a thing, and actually this place, it's only like $3 for like the big one, so that's not bad at all. So the other thing that I have a physical product of that I've talked to you guys about in a review, I talked to you about it in the Target Beauty Box unboxing, which I need to check and see if they listed the April one yet. I've been checking every day, because I've enjoyed the stuff from that box so much that I'm like, I'm getting the next one. But they haven't listed it yet, and I don't know when they do, because I've only ever bought the one. But the Shea Moisture, Sugarcane Extract, and Meadow Foam Seed, Silicone-Free, Miracle Styler Leave-In Treatment with Marshmallow Root. Whew, it is a mouthful, but I've been loving the crap out of that, and it has been making my hair so soft. Now what I didn't know when I reviewed it, but made me laugh, when I mentioned it to my sister, I should have known she'd know all about it, being the little Miss Beauty guru that she is, but she's like, oh, isn't that company for black hair? And then it dawned on me, all of the reviews I watched of this stuff, I think all except one of them, yeah, they were all black girls that were reviewing it. I think it probably is intended mostly for that. But my natural hair texture is so coarse, it makes sense why this is like the one thing that's actually worked to make it soft. So I'm like, you know what, maybe it is intended for that, but there's no rule saying that a white girl can't use it, so no apologies, I'm still loving it, and I'm still intending on buying the big bottle of it when I run out, so there's that. And she may also be on the fence about wanting to buy a bottle too now, after feeling how soft it's made my hair. I'm just like, I've never had soft hair in my whole life, and this actually makes it soft, and oh, I like it. So anyway, that's a thing. But yeah, I thought I'd throw that in there because I didn't realize that, and somehow I didn't put the 2 and 2 together when watching all the reviews of how to actually use it. I feel really dumb now, but at the same time, there's no rules that you can't use it on a different hair type, so it just, okay, it explains why it's so effective on mine, when most stuff that's just normal hair stuff just doesn't even put a dent in it. So But I know that just watching those reviews, watching go from super coarse, and I don't want to use the word nappy, but I'm trying to find a better term to use there to describe. But I mean, you guys know what I'm talking about, like the very natural African hair texture. Watching go from that to sleek, just from that, and I'm like, if it can do that to that, I'm sure it will work on mine. And it has done very nice things for it. It's a little bit dirty right now, but I mean, that's not because of this. This is because I tried to put shine spray on my hair, and it made it separate a little bit, and it's kind of gross. Even though I just watched it yesterday, but anyway. So there's that. And then the last 3 things on this list are actually all Netflix things. So, the first one is Arrested Development Season 5 Part 2, because they randomly didn't release Season 5 all in one go. They separated it out by a year for Season 5, for the second half of it. They gave us 8 episodes last year, and the last 8 this year. And for all I know, that may be the final 8 of the series. They didn't say it's ending, but the way they left it, I think it might be. And actually, I'd be kind of okay with if it were, since apparently they did, in fact, murder Liza Minnelli's character, and I think I'm kind of just done with it. You know, not just because of that, but just in general, if you guys watched it and made it all the way through, yeah, I don't see it going much anywhere from where they left it. I don't want to give out too many spoilers, but everyone knew from before that, yeah, her character's probably dead. We just didn't know how or by who. Yeah, she turned up in like the last few seconds of the last episode. I do give props to how they unveiled it. It was a very subtle, actually not so subtle, Liza jokes in there, because that was the whole thing with, like, Season 4, were all these jokes about her real-life self that they threw in that only basically the Liza fans would catch. Honestly, even the outline on the stair car was, like, the outline of the silhouette from the Liza with a Z cover, and the blood was in the shape of a Z. So, I mean, stuff like that most people wouldn't really get it. I got it a mile away and thought it was awesome. Yeah, they, like, basically they found her body entombed in, like, cement and got her out. Obviously this was a mannequin, it wasn't really her, but yeah, they didn't get her on for these last episodes. But regardless, so one of them's going, is it just me? Or does that mannequin look like... And the dad's like, Judy Garland. Nicely played. And then Job goes, why is she smiling? And the cop nearby is just like, I don't know, but that's the happiest corpse I've ever seen. It's like, oh, cabaret reference, hello. And even the outro music to the episode after Buster admits he did it. Sorry, spoiler, should have watched it. If you're coming here, you know, you can't expect not to be spoiled on shows like that, because I will out it. Yeah, the outro music was like, I think Herb Alpert's cover of Cabaret, which again, subtle. If you're not a fan, you probably wouldn't catch it, but if you're a fan, it's like, slow clap. Slow clap. Nicely done. And there was a bunch of other very, very subtle things throughout it, like, when Job went to go talk to the gay mafia. No, I'm not being a jerk, that's an actual thing on the show. Swear to God, they call themselves that. And he's talking about how he had dated Argyle's sister, who was Liza Minnelli's character, because they've been telling him how he's not really gay, and he was trying to prove how he's gay, even though he's not, just because he has a thing with Tony Wonder, until he mentioned that he dated Lucille too, and then he's like, oh, actually, he might be gay. It's like, slow clap, because all Liza's husbands have been gay. Slow clap. Just, you know, shit like that, where it's subtle things that only the fans catch, and everyone else it's just like whoosh, over their heads. I don't know. I thought it was well done anyway. I will fully admit, I skimmed through the last episode first to try and find out, where do we find out what happens to Lucille too? Because I just, if I didn't know it going in, I would just spend the entirety of the episodes obsessing about that and not paying attention to what's really going on. So let's just get that out of the way, get it out of my system, find out what it is, now I'll go back and watch those episodes. See, I'm like the opposite of most people. I want the spoilers. I don't understand people who are like, no spoilers! I'm like, fuck you, I want the spoilers. Give them to me. Give them to me right now. I need all of them. I need to know. But, so, yeah, that. Then I was able to go through and watch and enjoy. If I hadn't have done that, yeah, I would have just only been obsessed with that one freaking detail. And given it's like the last seconds of the last episode, that would have been really lame to do that through all of those episodes for that teeny little window. So I'm glad, I have no regrets. I'm glad I did that. So there was that. Also, going along with the Will Arnett theme here, I started watching Flaked, even though there's only 2 seasons of that and then they canceled it. So I know, stupid of me to get invested in a show that kind of cuts off mid-story, but I still have to watch season 2. I haven't watched that yet. I only watched the first one, and I binge-watched it in a day. Actually the same day that I watched all of part 2 of Arrested Development. Kind of just had a Will Arnett day, because why the fuck not? I love Will Arnett. So, that was a thing. It's basically the show that was kind of autobiographical for him. I don't really know how to explain it exactly. Damn. I guess you should probably just go look up the synopsis, because I'm gonna butcher it if I try to tell what it's about, because I don't think I can really sum it up well. And then the last one is a show called Afterlife with Ricky Gervais. It's more of a mini-series, because I think there was only, I want to say 6 episodes to it, maybe 8. I want to say there were 6, though. I also want to preface it saying this show should have come with like a mental health trigger warning at the beginning of it, because Jesus Christ, if I had been in like a suicidal, depressed place watching this, it probably would have tipped me over the edge. So I think it could have used a little, just a mental health warning at the start of the episode, the first episode. Just throw it out there. I mean, this dude, like, non-stop is like suicidal ideation the entire time, so he even triggers one character to actually off themselves. So I mean, it's not great, but basically his wife died of cancer. They throw you in at the deep end because like the first thing you see, and I'm not spoiling things because this is in the trailer for the show, is like his wife made like a series of videos for him with just advice on how to live his life once she's gone, this, that, and the other. And he obsessively watches them all the time. Obviously because he misses her. I mean, I think anybody would in that instance. But he unfortunately just, he sees no real purpose to live, and he takes this out on everybody around him. He is the biggest douche. Oh, I think I just connected why I enjoyed this show so much lately, but I've not been that bad off. I've just been a little bitch, but no, he's like freaking straight up nihilistic, atheistic, all sorts of just really bad, rains on everybody's parade, non-freaking stop all the time, to where everyone's like, Jesus, what the hell's wrong with you? But it eventually comes full circle at the very end of it, to where he starts doing better and starts to actually move on. But boy, up until like that last episode or 2, it's just like, you were like King Douchebag, what the hell? But it is a British show. It also freaked me out how much he looks like Jack Haley Jr. in this. I was like, when the hell did Ricky Gervais start looking like him? Goosebumps. I just got them again thinking about how much he looks like him now. I don't know if it's just for that one role or not, but ooh, creeped myself out. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to really explain that one either in a way to like sell it. I think I want to properly review that too at some point. I still have stuff from the prior month that I mean to do proper reviews on. I probably should do that before it's been so long to where I forget what the hell I watched, but it's already kind of getting there. But still, I would say if you're not, like, in a bad place with depression, you could probably watch it. But if you're in a bad place with depression, just stay far the hell away from it, because it could very easily tip you over the edge. So, just saying. Just saying. Because I don't want to trigger anybody here. It is good, though. It's dark. It's very dark. And it will probably make you question a lot of life choices just sitting there watching it. But I promise it does come full circle by the end of it. It's just, till it gets there, it's quite the ride, but at the same time it is intriguing. It's not even something I would normally watch. I forget how I even ran across it in the first place, but just reading the little synopsis thing and then seeing the trailer pop up while I was reading it, I was like, you know what? I'm intrigued. I would watch that. And so I did. I was like, first few I was starting to question, should I be watching this? But no, by the end of it I was like, I'm glad I watched that. But yeah, I enjoyed that. So if you're in a good mental place, I would recommend it if you don't mind dark, but if you're not into dark and you're not in a good mental place, don't watch it, basically. So I managed to babble about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 items for almost half an hour with no real purpose. But again, I have been gone for a week, so I guess I have a lot of crap to say now. So anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a like. If you're not already and you'd like to be, click subscribe. I promise I'm not this much of a train wreck all the time, although some would probably beg to differ. Hit that notification bell icon so you never miss an upload. Leave comments down below. Was there anything on this list that you have also enjoyed? What have been your favorite things this past month? Let me know. I'd like to hear all of it, as well as anything else you feel like leaving me. Make sure you're following my social media accounts. They're all listed down below. My Twitter, my Facebook fan page, my Instagram, Etsy, everything is all down below. I'm kind of lisping, I'm sorry. And if you like what I do here on this channel and you'd like to help support it, the donation link, as always, is down in the description. So anyway, guys, till next time, bye-bye.